Anything my sister wanted, she'd get it. Even if it meant throwing tantrums in the middle of Target just so mom would pay for her $300 makeup, or scream at mom for buying a birthday gift she didn't like, until mom had no choice but to drive back to the store in the middle of the night to exchange it. I was the only person she couldn't manipulate into doing what she wanted, but that only made mom even more of a target for her schemes. Recently, one of the things that really bothered me was the way she'd leave the dorm and show up every Friday with bags of dirty laundry and a crate of dirty dishes, expecting mom to be the one to clean it up for her. I hated it because mom was older and more exhausted now, but the second my sister walks through the doors, mom suddenly gets a burst of energy. Sure thing, sweetheart. I'll go clean these up for you. You just sit there and rest, okay? She'd tell her sweetly, and I'd just turn my cheek and ignore it all. But last week was the final straw. My sister showed up with 4 times as much laundry than usual. Hi, mom. I brought my boyfriend's stuff too this time. His apartment doesn't have a working machine, she said, leaving it by the doorway while she laid down on the sofa. I felt something snap inside me. Are you serious right now? Do your own laundry. Mom's not your maid. My sister rolled her eyes at me. Excuse me? Are you mom's boss? Pretty sure she can say no herself if she really wants to. Right, mom? She shouted toward the kitchen. I stepped to the side and blocked her view of the kitchen. Mom's already exhausted working 2 shifts just to pay for your college. She's so tired she walks around with a cane, I shouted. Mom stepped between us, but she wasn't looking at my sister. She was looking at me. Why do you always have to start something? Your sister works hard at school. The least I can do is help her. The least she can do? I took up a part-time just to help pay for bills while my sister was off at college spending mom's money like it grew on trees. Thanks a lot for making me feel like crap, my sister said before grabbing her keys and storming out, leaving everything behind. The bags, the dishes, the audacity. Mom turned to me with tired eyes. I hope you're happy. But that evening only got worse. I was helping her load the second batch of laundry when suddenly she collapsed. Siri, call 911, I shouted at my phone. Minutes later, an ambulance arrived and took us both to the hospital. I paced around outside while they worked on figuring out what had happened. Finally, one of the doctors stepped out. Severe liver failure, rapidly progressing. She needed a transplant immediately or she wouldn't survive the week. I didn't hesitate. Test me. I'll do it. Take whatever you need. They quickly ran the tests and the results were even more devastating. Incompatible. I wasn't a match because apparently I wasn't even biologically related to her. I stared at the doctor and shook my head. That's impossible. She's my mother. She's always been my mother, I said, trembling. He apologized and gave me a few minutes alone with her. I'm not your daughter, I whispered, the moment mom opened her eyes. Tears instantly filled her eyes. No, you're not, she said in a broken voice. Your father, my husband, he had an affair with another woman. You were their mistake. My chest tightened at her words. Then why'd you take me in? I asked. Revenge, she said quietly. I wanted to take it all out on you. The pain, the anger, but I couldn't hurt you. You couldn't love me either, could you? I asked, even if I already knew the answer. Mom continued sobbing while I left the room. It explained everything. Why my sister got the bigger room. Why mom went to all her games but forgot my school plays. Why my birthday cards always said from mom, while my sister said, love you forever, mom. But I loved her anyway. She was the only mother I'd ever known, and I would have given her every organ in my body if it meant she'd live. So I did what I thought was right and gave in. I visited my sister's dorm and went down on my knees begging, please save mom. You're the only match. She smiled down at me and said, no, please. She's done so much for you. I argued. Fine, she said. I'll do it if you move out tonight. Leave and never come back. No holiday visits or birthdays, no calls, not even a text. I want you to finally disappear. I couldn't believe how cruel she was being. I was 15. I had nowhere to go. No money, no real family, nothing. But mom needed me. If I do this, you'll save her? I asked, fighting back tears. Yes, she said. I bit my lip and nodded. Deal. That night, I packed my things and left the house, sleeping on a neighbor's porch for the night. The surgery happened 3 days later. Mom recovered beautifully. The doctors called my sister a hero. I did break the deal once, while she was still groggy and recovering. Thank you for raising me, I whispered. She squeezed my hand weakly. I love you, mom. I always will. I walked out of that hospital and took a bus to the women's shelter downtown. That was 3 years ago. Today I saw mom at the grocery store looking happy and healthy. I think she recognized me too.